Hey guys, Jarek here, and I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than what I usually do. I'm going to be comparing Halo 1's multiplayer maps to Halo Anniversary's multiplayer maps side by side. You may want to full screen it and put it into HD to really see the difference between the two. It's important to mention that I'm running a resolution fix for Halo 1. It's not made for 1920 by 1080, it really wasn't around back then, so I have to run a fix to get it to run in that resolution, and since it's running in that resolution, it's not really native to that game, so it might look a little bit stretched and a little weird. It's also important to mention that I'm running an FOV fix, so that the screen is going to be a little bit wider and may look a little bit stranger because of that as well. But the FOV is so small since it's not meant to run at such a high resolution, it's really not playable otherwise. You can only see about half your gun. That's really how bad it is before the FOV fix. But let's go ahead and jump right into the first map, and this is Battle Creek, or some people might be calling it Beaver Creek. The name has changed quite a few times. In Halo 1 it was called Battle Creek, so I always called it Battle Creek. For some reason after Halo 2 they changed the name to Beaver Creek, and that seems to be the most commonly used name. I've even seen Battle Canyon come up a few times. Something interesting to point out is that there's two different variants of every single map. There's a Halo 1 variant where nothing has been changed, and then there's a Halo Anniversary variant where there's a few extra walkways and a few extra teleporters have been changed, and ultimately it gives you some extra tactics, another place to hide, another way to get around people, just kind of helps the flow of the map. Now, there's two different variants because one of them is forged off. Like what you're looking at there, there's rocks in place of an extra path that's there for the Halo Anniversary version. Unless you want to go with the Anniversary Classic version, meaning nothing has been changed and all the new areas have been forged off as I said. Back here has also been changed. There's a pathway to the left where those doors are blocked leading to the teleporter, and where the teleporter originally was is a man cannon putting you on top of the building. Along with the jetpack, this helps stop people from camping on top of the building with only one way to get up. It gives you an extra way to get around them and to kill them. Accessing the power weapons became much easier in Halo Anniversary than it was in Halo 1. It looks like they took the Halo 2 route of adding in ramps instead of ladders. I'm not really a big fan of this because I like the risk for reward factor that Halo 1 had. Getting up the ladders without either getting hit in the back or shot by the Halo 1 pistol was actually pretty difficult, and it made it more of a factor of who could actually use the guns they had instead of who can run for the power weapons and get the stronger guns first. I'm honestly not a very big fan of the way Halo has turned out, meaning run for the rocket launcher and the sniper rifle and lock down the map and then you win, and that's really why I liked Halo 1 more than the other Halos. An interesting change is that they put a DMR in placement of where the assault rifle usually was. I'm not quite sure why they did this because there wasn't an accurate gun set in place here that was meant for the marksman role, it was just an assault rifle. It would have made more sense to put an SMG there or another assault rifle, but I guess I went with the DMR. I'm not really complaining because in Halo Anniversary you have the Halo 1 pistol, which they modified to do 3 shots to the head to kill even though it still has bloom, so there's not really much reason to use the DMR. You can still use it effectively at long ranges, but it's just kind of weird to have it there. In both these videos I'm on the red base. Something interesting to point out is that they seem to have swapped the bases around. As you look at the giant arch in the middle, it's in different placements because the bases have been swapped. This doesn't really change anything, but it's an interesting thing to point out. That sums up this comparison. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next video for the next map.